Please subscribe to our channel and don't let us comment and like the video.
If you want to keep enjoying apples, melons, and blueberries, bees need to be healthy and cared for. Many plants rely almost entirely on bees as natural pollinators, to produce some of nature's most nutritious foods. But bee species have been significantly declining in recent decades. That could be due to pesticides, parasites, competition with other insect species, climate change, plant loss, and a mismatch between the plants available and those that bee species enjoy. As pollinators, bees are hard to beat. Still, that hasn't prevented researchers from working on a high-tech alternative, drones that blow soap bubbles to transport pollen to a flower. "It's a really cool approach," says Henry Williams, a roboticist at the University of Auckland, who was not involved in the work. But some biologists are skeptical that drones will ever be an effective replacement for bees. Several groups have devised devices that mimic pollinating honeybees. In 2017, Ijiro Mako, a materials chemist at the Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, adapted a 4 cm long toy drone to pollinate flowers. He and colleagues glued horsehairs to the underside of the drone, and coated the hairs with a gel to make them stickier and more flexible. The idea was that, just as on a bee, the hairs would pick up pollen from one flower and deposit it on another. Steered by remote control, the drone pollinated lilies, but it damaged the flowers with its propellers. One day, while watching his young son play in local park, Dr. Mako had a moment of inspiration. "I was playing soap bubbles with my son at a park close to my home, when a soap bubble accidentally hit my son's face," he told BBC News. "Was no damage because soap bubbles are soft, light, and flexible. I got an inspiration because I thought the bubbles won't damage the flowers, and would be an ideal material for pollination." Dr. Mako commandeered the bubble solution, causing his son to start crying and necessitating the purchase of more bubbles. In the lab, he was able to confirm, via optical microscopy, that soap bubbles could carry pollen. The researchers settled on a pollen concentration that worked out to about 2,000 grains per bubble. They also juiced the solution with substances previously shown to enhance aspects of pollen germination, and a polymer that strengthened the bubbles. They took their super bubbles to a pear orchard, and blew them at each of 50 pear flowers. 95% of the flowers later bore fruit. This was the same success rate as hand-pollinated pears but required less time and effort, and much less pollen, about 1/30,000th the amount, Dr. Mako said.